Thank you so much for staying with us in Breakfast Central. Let's take you straight to Zimbabwe, where Zimbabwean President E.D Mnangagwa has met with South Sudan's Presidential Affairs Minister Dr. Barnaba Marial Benjamin, who delivered a request for support to lobby for the removal of an arms embargo imposed on South Sudan by the United Nations.
The embargo, which was imposed on 13th of July 2018, obligated all UN member states to prevent the direct or indirect supply, sale or transfer of arms and related material, including ammunition, military vehicle and spare parts. Now, Dr. Benjamin, who spoke to journalists after the meeting, said the arms embargo was frustrating the country's effort to implement a peace pact which was signed in 2018 to end years of civil war in his country. Now, to tell us more on this visit is our Zimbabwean correspondent, Lallah Ngwenya. Many thanks for joining, Lallah. Can you tell us about this meeting between the South Sudan president and your own President Mnangagwa?
Good morning. Okay, so the Dr. Benjamin from Sudan, who is also the Minister of Presidential Affairs to the President of Sudan, he spoke to the media. He didn't really give out a lot of detail, and also from the government of Zimbabwe, there hasn't been anything said to the media about this meeting. We're hoping that as the days go by, we'll get more and more information on what really transpired behind closed doors. However, Dr. Benjamin explained or he shared with the media that some of the issues that were discussed, besides rallying and lobbying for support to have arms embargo removed, was the issue of investment. He said they are working on investing more in the areas of education when it comes to Zimbabwe and South Sudan. And he also mentioned just how many, about over 150 students that had graduated from different Zimbabwean universities, and how they'd gone back home to Sudan and were doing a great job.
All right, Lallah, let's take a look at this request, by the way. Now, we do know that Amnesty International has also warned that lifting the UN arms embargo on South Sudan could have dire consequences for human rights. What are your thoughts on this?
Okay, so maybe before we get to my thoughts, okay, going back to what Dr. Benjamin said. Dr. Benjamin said one of the reasons why they want this the arms embargo removed is that one of the clauses in the peace treaty that was signed in 2018 was that South Sudan needed to build a military base. Not really a military base, sorry, but to build a strong army, a strong military backing. And he said that so far they've trained 53,000 troops. And now the arms embargo is sort of like frustrating their efforts to fully equip their troops, because they cannot import, they cannot buy any arms, they cannot buy even military vehicles. So he says it's now going against the peace treaty that was signed. So for them to fully realize the peace treaty, they need to train more troops, firstly, and they also need to equip their troops.
All right. So, what is your president saying about this in support of the lifting of this arms embargo? Is there full support coming from Zimbabwe, by the way?
Okay. So far, what we can go with is what the president and the president's office has been willing to tell us, and what we've seen images of them meeting, shaking hands, and going behind closed doors to talk. But there hasn't been an official statement from the president's office to say we fully support, or this is how we're going to support South Sudan. There hasn't been anything on that level. However, we know that over the years, Zimbabwe has been like a brother to South Sudan. And Dr. Benjamin also mentioned that Zimbabwe was more like a headquarters for their people during their liberation struggle. And he's hoping that, the friendship that the two countries have shared over the years, that will come through and help them in this lobby for the removal of the embargo.
All right. Thank you so much, Lallah Ngwenya, for being here for us this morning, all the way from Zimbabwe. We truly appreciate you this Monday morning.